Hi, Mike Serra here from Customer States. If you're searching for the highest quality additives, lubricants, or cleaners for your automotive, heavy equipment, agricultural, or industrial machinery needs, look no further than the Justice Brothers line of products. From lubing your chainsaw, performing a complete fuel system treatment and decarb service on a customer's vehicle, keeping that forklift forking and lifting, or just need a can of that famous JB80 penetrant to persuade a rusty bolt, Justice Brothers has you covered. Travis Ferris of Hit Distributing is not only Southern California's authorized Justice Brothers distributor, but also a great friend of mine. Over the years, Travis has helped me and my dealership with anything and everything we need, including all the lines of Justice Brothers products and even equipment to perform the various services we may need for our specific application. HIT stands for honesty, integrity, and trust, so you know when you contact Travis, that's exactly what you'll get. That, combined with Justice Brothers supplying superior quality automotive products since the 1940s and 75 years in the racing industry, you will have absolutely everything at your disposal to get the job done. Justice Brothers is proudly made in the USA, and they have a satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Justice Brothers has the best quality products over any other competitor, and they'll gladly tell you that themselves. If you live in the Southern California area, call my man Travis Ferris at 805-208-7818. And if you don't, call him anyway and tell him I said thanks. And visit justicebrothers.com to learn more about their complete line of products. Justice Brothers, America's brand for quality.
Everybody, this is Customer States Podcast, where we talk about everything in the automotive industry and bitch about it. My name is Kevin Waters, as the special guest here back in the mixing seat. Let's get the cracking.
Beverage. Oh yes.
So nice to hear your voice.
Did you?
Oh, there
it's
we
so
go.
nice to hear your voice.
Hey, I'm back. I'm fresh. You gotta give me some slack.
Air cheers. Oh,
Cheers to Kevin being here.
Cheers.
I didn't know there was a new air cheers custom.
well, it's
Also
not
tough.
new. It is new.
It's new.
As of right now.
As of right
Brand
now.
new.
As of right now. Yeah, so my name's Kevin Waters. I do nothing but bitch about the automotive industry. Maybe a little electrical in my past, but other than that, yeah. To my left is Mike Serra.
Ha! You're not wearing an extra hat today. Fuck you.
Yes. Being the day after Thanksgiving, I'm very thankful for Kevin being able to be here and
Hi, Kevin.
take over the board ceremonies for me. It's quite a relief. My name
What
is
in God's holy name are you blathering about?
That's what we needed.
my name is Mike Serra. I am the senior master technician, shop foreman, and transmission technician. And to my left is Eric Montenegro. What's going on, buddy?
Some Mrs. Doubtfire vibes.
Oh, you did that really well.
Oh, thank you.
Now
Thank
say,
you.
there was a drive-by fruity.
Was a run by fruity. You would you know even doubt fire, dear.
Nice.
And bebop and yeah, fix broken cars. Anyways, hi, Eric here. Heavy line technician, 4 years now, wrenching my whole life, doing the dealership thing, doing fun stuff. And to my left, we have the incomparable
Keep going.
Ali Ball.
Oh, okay, fine.
I want to leave you with a little bit of blue walls.
Bulls.
Giggity.
Oh, what's up, guys? It's Allie. I'm here. We're doing it. It's after Thanksgiving.
¿Cómo están, bitches?
Bitches.
Ole.
Ole. I am a warranty administrator.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's my life.
You're a warranty professional.
I'm a
yes.
warranty
Yes.
professional.
I think it's warranty associate.
Oh, well, now as of per Mazda,
Oh,
because you totally listen to the podcast.
yeah, all the
Every week.
episodes.
I'm a warranty professional now.
Ooh, it's fancy.
So,
Moving up in the world.
right?
That's it.
And I've been doing this for like 11 years now. It's going to be 12 years next year. I'll let you guys know on my anniversary, my work anniversary.
Ooh.
Your Bayversary.
Bayversary.
And to my left is this cool guy over here.
Hi.
His name's Jake.
Hi. I'm Jake.
Hi, Jake.
Hi, Jake.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Customer States, and I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. And my name is Jake, and I am a service advisor, pen pusher, chair swiveler, whatever you guys want to call it.
I got to say, that's what I appreciate.
At least somebody does. Been doing it for about 3 years, but been working on cars since I was a wee lad. So I get to end it this week, at least on the rotations. So yeah, how you guys doing? How was your Thanksgiving? Yeah, good.
Pretty good.
Tasty foods?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Much food. Sure.
Oh my God. So
I
much
feel like
food.
I'm still stuffed.
Yeah.
I'm going to be eating leftover turkey for like 2 weeks.
Yes.
Raise
I had
your
some
hand if
for
you
lunch
had a
today.
turkey sandwich for lunch today, right?
Mike had 2. One from the sandwich shop, one from
One from
leftovers.
home.
I mean, technically, I have a turkey sandwich every day, but
I brought you guys some of David's homemade mac and cheese to try on.
I'm
the
so
grill.
excited.
that's
Definitely
coming
come
during
for
the
that.
break.
Yes.
As we may all come during the break. So
I hope so.
Should be amazing.
Yes.
What does high score mean?
Yeah. So, what do you guys do for your Thanksgivings usually? Do you do like anything? Family vibes?
family tradition type
do
stuff?
Do you like you or family doesn't like turkey, so you have like Cornish game hens
No,
or
my
something?
No turkey, sometimes turducken, but all the usual fixins.
Wait,
Any of you
that's a
ever
thing.
had
That's a real
deep-fried
thing.
turkey?
Oh, it's a thing.
We had 2 this year.
Oh.
Well, it's roasted.
Sorry, we had
turkey.
a roasted turkey this year. A little
What's it
different.
roasted?
Do you put Oakleys on it and throw it in the oven?
What's up, bro?
You pressure cook the whole turkey, and then you flash deep fry it.
But we bought that shit, so I didn't have to make anything in the oven.
Very
Well,
fancy.
except I made pies.
Pies.
Oh, what kind of pies?
Pecan and punky.
I love.
Oh God,
Pecan and punky.
I'll bring you some.
Peaky Punk?
Please, thank you.
Peaky punky? Punky peaky?
I drive everywhere, so it like everywhere, so it requires me to fill up my tank a lot while driving.
So
what happens?
We're going to start off this episode with our normal customer states, which Eric was alluding to.
Okay.
And
Was I?
Yes.
okay, so one of the appointments was customer states vehicle stalls when filling up gas, and the first thing I thought about was like, why is the engine on while you're filling up gas? I'm sure that between the customer and the appointment taker, there was some miscommunication there, but you should always turn your engine off when refueling your car.
Why? Why? I am? What?
Many signs posted everywhere outside the gas
Oh,
station.
don't even
Wait,
start,
but can I
Allie.
smoke?
Allie, don't even
it's
start. You're
perfectly
scared
fine.
to fill up the gas tank in the car.
They had
I am not.
When I ask you to go fill up the car, you're like, I don't want to get gas.
Yeah, that's just my ploy, so you pay for it.
Oh, look, cat's out the bag.
There we go. This is also my therapy session, guys.
customer states therapy.
Hey, Jake got a raise this year, so I'm still poor.
If you can call it that.
But I found that very interesting. I mean, I'm sure it has something to do with like after they fill up with fuel and they're driving, the vehicle will stall, which is like probably a bad purge valve or something like that.
Right,
But
that makes more sense.
I'm just sure it was lost in communication.
But it should
again,
say customer states vehicle stalls after filling up.
well, you would think it would say that, but there's many lines that you can put in there for words, and we like to have as much information as we can. Now, granted, for an appointment taker, you don't need a whole story in there, but just reading that verbatim sounded very funny to me. And I got this mental picture of the person sitting there with their engine running and filling up with fuel.
I think I was there when you read that, when you found that.
Yeah, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to take a picture of this for the
I'm doing
podcast."
this,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Hello.
every
Here we
morning,
are.
bright and early. It's Friday.
Here we is.
Friday.
Friday.
I also had another interesting thing happen. I was working on a Raptor vehicle.
Is it Black Friday?
It is. Are you doing anything? Oh, sorry, Mike. We interrupted, but
No.
yeah, it is Black Friday.
Well, no,
Well,
because
was
I did
Black
like
Friday.
a lot of my shopping already.
Does that happen the night before?
No, it was today. I'm just saying it's like
So
we
like
worked-
last night as opposed to tonight.
It's a lot of the times
We
it
worked
starts.
today. You can't, if you're working, you can't do
Oh, we
Black
didn't work.
Friday.
We didn't work
no,
today.
that's
Well,
what I'm
we
asking.
didn't
Does
work
it
today.
happen
I
Thursday
did.
night into Friday morning or Friday night into Saturday morning?
It's Thursday night into Friday.
Oh, well then I missed the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
be there like at like Thursday night
It's like 5 o'clock Thursday until
You just buy it online.
Yeah.
Cyber Monday, baby.
Oh, yeah, Cyber Monday. They still do Black Friday online, but wait till Monday.
Yep.
I don't partake in this. I don't feel like getting
I was
trampled.
all worried that the supply
I
chain
hate
would be
people.
fucked, and I did everything ahead of time.
That's smart.
I
At
got
least you're ready.
Eric's Crocs.
Oh my
You're
God.
not supposed to tell him. You're not supposed to tell him.
She also got you croc balls.
Oh,
The croc nuts.
Yeah,
Croc
the croc
nuts.
nuts.
I do like balls, so thank
Well,
you.
there you
Doing
go.
is bad. I want you to know this.
So I had
Mike,
this
your story.
really funny conversation with a customer.
That's funny.
Tell us more.
And I'm working with him on his Raptor, and he's telling me about the issues that he's got going on. And as we're sitting, I'm sitting in the driver's seat, he's sitting in the passenger seat, and he says, "Listen, I've already had 3 vehicles bought back. I know what's going on here. Like, I know the process."
Bye. Bye.
It's like, and I wanted to tell him, like, first of all, you cannot start the conversation with, "I've had 3 vehicles bought back. I know the process." That's not going to get my attention or make me want to help you any better. All that means is that you're a cheater and you're trying to take advantage of a system, because no one in their lifetime gets 3 lemon vehicles. That just doesn't happen.
There's a common denominator here, and I highly doubt it's the manufacturer.
Yeah. Do you know how rare it is for something to go lemon law?
Yeah.
So you really, and then he starts telling me, well, I've been documenting, with the cam phasers. Well, every time I brought it in, they said nothing. I've been documenting it for 2 years. I have stacks of papers talking about every morning. Then when I fire it up, and it makes, I really don't care. Like, you're not getting my attention right now. It's making me want to close my ears and turn on my blinders. Like, I'm here trying to help you. I didn't charge you the extra stuff that we should have charged you for your aftermarket, blah, blah, blah. Like, let's try and figure out this problem and just keep the topic, on subject. And I just thought it was really ironic that was like his attention grabber. Like, well, I've already had 3 cars bought back, so why should I give a fuck about this one? It's just going to get bought back. Just deal with it. Keep making your complaints. Like, I don't know. It just rubbed me the wrong way, Like, you can't start a conversation like that.
And I've got a customer, my techs have a customer that they know very well. She's got a Mazda 6, same thing. She has some tiny little complaint. She's like, well, this will be her 2nd or 3rd Mazda 6, but the first one was lemoned. She tried to get the second one lemoned, and that failed. She got sideswiped, so totaled. Wasn't her fault, so she got her wish anyways.
Yeah, thank God.
And now she's in the new one, but it's the exact same thing from, that Mazda 6, comparing it to the second Mazda 6 to the third Mazda 6. Stack of paper this big. She brings in her manila folder.
Oh, God.
Looking, I know what I'm talking about. Her husband's always there, he with a notepad taking notes.
Oh, my God.
What we're saying, what's being written down. She's like, no, it has to be verbed, or, the verbiage has to be this when you're writing my RO. Like, the fuck it doesn't.
No, yeah.
These are the assholes that are the reason why I have to scan stacks of documents into the lawyers so they can kindly go and fuck themselves.
Yes.
Well, that's, again, why it's important to always document everything. Every little thing needs to be documented.
Well, and I can
What's the
kind of
point if
tell.
you're just going to deny using it? You're telling people to document everything, but then complaining that people are documenting everything.
No. We're talking about like us
From the dealership side.
Yeah. You can have all your documentation, that's fine. But if we have our documentation, it's something that we have against the customer in a fight.
Yeah,
Not
I
that we're
get you.
fighting
I get you.
we're fighting the customer.
CYA.
But, yeah, it's just
Like, hypothetically, you have a customer that didn't drive their vehicle very much and their battery keeps dying, and they think that is lemon law, but hypothetically, Techline has been called over and over and over to prove that
Are you
hypothetically,
talking about the CX-9?
hypothetically,
Are you talking about the CX-9?
yes,
that
but
one.
only hypothetically.
if you drive your car more than 2 miles in a month, maybe it would be able to maintain a charge.
You're close with that one, man. The one that she's talking about, it was like 12 miles every 2 months.
What
It's
the
because
hell?
Might I
everyone was
recommend a
working from
battery tender?
home.
We'll be happy to install it for you. Get one on Amazon.
we did.
Throw it in for you.
We did. But they still, it's not working.
Because they clearly didn't want their vehicle anymore. So
Did they ever buy that back that you're aware of?
no, because there was clear documentation.
You're welcome.
Hypothetically, not that I'm aware of.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Yes.
Hypothetically, Jake was the person that wrote that up.
Over the hypothetical situation now.
Is that lawsuit still going on?
Oh, that's why it's hypothetical.
Oh, the
The hypothetical lawsuit?
allegedly.
Yeah, alleged lawsuit.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So
There's so many alleged
No,
lawsuits.
I'm pretty sure in the forbidden text it mentions something about, if you're going to store your car for long periods of time, disconnect the cable on the battery.
can I tell one more story before we move on?
As many
Just
stories as
one.
you want.
Oh, okay, never
So
mind.
this actually
Mommy Alice says
happened.
no.
This actually happened today.
Dad?
We have a vehicle. It's an older F-150 in the shop, and the customer's saying that when they're going downhill on the steep grade, the ABS cycles. Essentially, the warning light comes on the dash, and there's a vibrating noise in the vibration in the pedal and a buzzing noise and stuff. Okay, well, it's been in the shop multiple times for this issue. We've never been able to verify the issue, but they were thinking originally that it was, warped rotors or whatever. So we did a brake job on it. And then this last visit, they put an ABS sensor in it because it had a code that wasn't the fault code. It just said that there was an error event, according to the technician.
Low brake fluid.
So after all of this song and dance, I get a phone call from the service advisor, and they said, hey, I need your help. The service manager approved it. The customer is going to come down here and take you out for a road test where the concern happens because they say that this happens every single time on this one specific hill.
Oh God, it's going to be covered in rocks, isn't it?
Okay. so immediately I'm like, okay, well, I mean, we put 30 miles, over 30 miles on the vehicle, never once had the concern happen, right?
Well, it only habbles in this one spot.
Visit. It only happens in this one spot. And so
Quit driving there.
I'm slammed. It was a short week. We're buried, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. So I said, fine. If 8 o'clock in the morning, if they're going to be here, they're going to be here at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to go out and we're going to do it because it's at least a half hour to get out to where, or 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get out to where they're talking about, because I know exactly where they're talking about. It's 20 minutes or so to get out there. We got to duplicate this concern in 20 minutes back, blah, blah. So customer comes in.
Hour of your life,
Customer comes in at 8:04. Grab my scan tool, hook up the truck, pull up the truck to the service drive. Tell the lady, I'm going to drive. We're going to get out there. Good, because, my daughter says it's not the driver. It's the daughter.
It's the mom.
It's the mom of the person.
Gotcha.
And she says, good, because, are you ready to die today? She kept saying, are you ready to die today?
Oh my God.
Like she didn't have faith in the vehicle. Like we're going to have an accident because this thing is so bad. I'm like, well, it's a good thing I'm carrying the keys because we're not going to die today. You can't keep saying that to me. Like, I think you're taking, and where we're going out is like basically through, our version of farmland or whatever. Like, are you taking me out here to get slaughtered?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So anyway, I drive to the ranch where she's talking about, and immediately as I start going up the grade that they're talking about, which of course they're going down the grade, but as I start going up the grade, I said, well, this is cement. We got off of asphalt onto cement, and now we're at like, a 55-degree incline or something like that going up this thing. I can imagine if she's coming down a little bit too fast that we'd probably get an ABS event. That's why we've never been able to verify it, because you're actually just getting, a slip condition on this slick cement. So we go up and down this hill. Like,
third sigh so far.
Yeah. We go up and down this hill 7 or 8 times. And meanwhile, this is like 40 minutes into, we're like at 8:40 because I left at 8 o'clock or whatever.
Jeez.
Okay. And it hasn't happened. And so I say, okay, well, I'm going to try and recreate what your daughter's talking about and see if I can, go a little bit fast and stab on the brakes real fast, like she's describing. And then this thing happens. So we go down and I try that, a few times up and down. Doesn't happen. Okay, well, we're going to try it a couple more times, and if it doesn't happen, then it's probably just, she's leaving early in the morning, and the concrete's slick, or late at night, and it's cold, and it's slicker, or whatever. So on the last trip down the hill,
it happened.
It happened. And I've got my scan tool in there. I'm monitoring live data. And I go hit the record button and smash the record button. And she's like, oh, see, there's happening. I'm like, aware.
Yeah.
I can see.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
So the whole way back, now it's happening. The entire drive out there didn't happen. The 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 trips up and down the hill never happened. But now every single time that I slow to a stop, I'm getting this false activation on the left front wheel speed sensor. And you can see on the PID
But did you die?
I did not.
Oh, man. You beat me to it. I was going to be like, but Mike, did you die?
So on the way back, I'm driving the freeway, I'm getting off the freeway, all this kind of stuff, and it's cycling and it's, annoying and whatever. And she's like, so that's not a safety concern? I said, well, I don't know about necessarily a safety concern. I wouldn't drive like this for a while, but we're not going to die on the way back to the dealership. I'm behind the wheel. We're going to be okay. But it was very weird to hear her. Like, I explained how the ABS system works, anti-lock brake system works, and I explained what we're looking at because she was looking at the computer, and I was trying to I spent an hour and 15 minutes driving with this lady.
Oof.
Very nice lady.
Yeah.
We had a great conversation, but a lot of it was like the technical aspects because, she wanted to be a believer. She wanted to know one way or the other whether we can fix the truck or whether it was something that her daughter was doing. Mm-hmm. And that was my job, was to figure out what was going on with the vehicle. And so finally, now we have an idea of where to go with the vehicle. So
Would you have rather had done it with that's not going to sound
rather?
right. Would you rather the daughter had been there?
So let's just put it this way.
Would you rather have done it with the daughter? That's what I was going to say.
I picked up on that. I'm sure he would have.
The person who operates the vehicle, like if I couldn't have duplicated it on that hill and we were to leave and just give up, I would much rather have the daughter there and stick her butt in the driver's seat and show me what you're doing, because
now you're going to die.
If you're going faster than me down the hill and you are creating an ABS event, then that's you.
That's a feature, not a symptom.
Right, and that's what I was explaining to the mother as well. But I mean, it turns out that the vehicle actually did have a problem. It just took whatever magic stars aligned to make it happen, because we were about to go back. I was explaining to her how the ABS system works normally in that, and as we're going down the hill, I can hear the tires squealing, because I was going down the hill and stabbing on the brakes like the daughter says she does. And like, that's your car's way of telling you that you're getting close to out of control. It's the first thing that goes is the tires, and then ABS kicks on. So, it was just a very wild experience. Kind of rewarding to actually be able to like verify something like that after all these times not being able to verify it. Look, here's a problem. We have to go through and figure this out.
You're just horny for closure.
Well, I am at this point too. We're having a follow-up story next week.
Yes, we will. The closure will be when the technician comes back and tells me what he found, because now that I'm involved in it, I have to be involved with it.
So you weren't the main tech on the job?
No. This was for the brake and front end department. Yes, we are departmentalized. I was just a shop foreman, and again, I don't get paid for this.
Right.
I have to go out and spend an hour. I mean, I did get paid an hour to do this one, but most of the time when I go out for different departments,
different story.
Yeah, I don't get paid for it. It's just out of the kindness of my heart, because I want things to go smoothly. So,
well, I'm glad that worked out. I was ready to blame the customer.
Customer educated.
Yeah.
Trust me, after about the 42nd minute, I was about to
do it. Yeah.
You're a fucking kid.
On this.
I had a young kid that came in today with a brand new Mazda 3, and he didn't really want it to be a customer states. He's like, I don't need it on the paperwork. When I first went out there, he's like, I want to show you some, but don't need it on the paperwork. So I'm like, red flag.
That's weird.
Red flag number one. Right. So he goes, when I'm driving and I'm taking corners, my rear end is getting really squirrely. And I'm like, okay.
How fast are you slowing down? Rear end?
So
how fast?
Well, so
my rear end's getting a little squirrely.
So, first thing I do is check the tires, and it's like, front wheel drive vehicle. The fronts are pretty bald on the edges, but not as bad as I would think. And then I get to the rear. They are slicks on the edge, inner and outer edge slicks. And I'm like, you take this on the track, man? And he's like, I wouldn't call it the track. I'm like, do you corner it like a motherfucker? He's like, yeah, I like to take sharp turns.
He's smart.
Yeah.
He's smart that he didn't say.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, just this much of actual tread in the center.
Nice.
Looks like a motorcycle tire.
You need some tires, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Car had 13,700.
Oh my God.
Then he needed front and rears.
Jesus
Christ. That's like some of our typical Mustang customers. They're car enthusiasts. And I mean that with the most passion.
You mean first to crash the car
Those
out
are
of the
words.
car meet?
Yes. Wait, Allie, was that you?
Those are words. Those are words. Those are words. Those are words.
I need about tree fitting. I need about tree fitting.
Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
I need about tree fitting. I need about tree fitting.
want a hot dog real bad.
We're getting really good at this.
Yes,
I gotta be honest. Everybody's getting real good at it.
I don't know how the listeners feel about it, but I am having a lot of fun here.
Yes, we
Well,
are.
that's all that matters.
Now, Mike, I'll roll into the other topic with how you said, shop foreman you weren't the one, working on it. You said frontline brake department.
Yeah, brake in front end, yeah.
And, I see over there not to trust somebody else's diag.
Oh, yeah.
Bullshit lights.
Bullshit lights.
So actually, since nobody can read my cryptic writing, that
spot?
actually stands for body shop lights.
Oh, body shop.
Oh, I was gonna say some blind spot because sometimes the little lights on the side.
Yeah.
Hey, someone's here. Hello.
No, this has actually happened. So we've
Side view mirror lights is what she's
Okay,
talking about.
fuck
I know,
you.
but it was just like
It's cute, isn't it?
it was a cute grasp.
So we've taken over. We've reclaimed.
Well, then what is blind spot monitoring? How is that different
Then what?
than the little lights on the side?
The same thing.
How do they go?
Fuck you then.
It's semantics. It's semantics.
Okay, so everyone can see here that I was getting bullshit for no reason. Bullshit light
bullshit
illuminated.
You guys silly? I'm still gonna say it.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Yeah. We love
Sorry, you were saying something?
What were you talking about, Mike?
Side number 4.
Because I forget.
I think we're actually on 6 now.
Yeah, who's counting? So we've reclaimed area back from the body shop, our on-site body shop, and in this process, I've been having to do a lot of work in said body shop area. And they asked me in the paint mixing room, we have these lights in there, and it's OSHA, blah blah blah. They have to be explosion-proof lights. So there's like,
Oh, okay.
It's like a fancy old-style incandescent bulb with a crazy glass fixture that's all weather sealed and explosion-proof around it. So that has never worked.
Was that expensive piece?
I'm sure they are.
That has
I
never
bet.
worked
Ever.
really consistently. And me and the previous painter had tried to get one bulb working, and we did get one bulb working out of the 2 bulbs that are on there.
Did you change the ballast?
But it's not even that kind of system. But he had strung up this LED light, which is not to code, right? So we needed to fix that. So I'm talking to the current painter in there, and he's like, "Oh, we've already replaced both the bulbs. It doesn't work. It's just not getting any power." I said, "Well, like, are you sure? Like, when you? Oh yeah, no. Like, we just replaced the bulbs. There's something else going on." So I'm trying to follow the conduit, and I realized that the body shop office is a room built within inside of a room, and on the opposite side of the wall, in between
Don't
the
say
2 walls,
roomception.
in between the 2 walls is the conduit. So I'm trying to trace
was
this thing
not
down,
thinking
and there's
that.
all these switches and all these wires, and then there's this control box and blah blah blah. And so finally, I can't find anything. I can't trace it down. I said, let me just double check something. So I go through and I unscrew one of the bulbs, and take the fixture off and unscrew one of the bulbs, and this bulb is blown. So I go grab my meter from my toolbox and
Hey, I got power.
120.
What a concept.
So I walk across the street, grab 2 300-watt bulbs, go screw one bulb in the first fixture, turns on and blows right away. I said, "Oh my God, what?" Okay, well, I have one more bulb. Let me try the other fixture. And I check both fixtures again. Both have 120. Everything looks fine. The other bulb goes in, lights up great. So I'm like, huh. Well, let me, a $4 bulb is way cheaper than having an electrician come out and look at this because everything tells me that it should be fine. So I go across the street, warranty out the burnt bulb, and get the other bulb that's because they only have one other 300-watt bulb. Go back, throw it in, works fine.
What the fuck?
And
What
so
are the chances of that?
now I know where the switch is for that light. So I'm gonna put it on a timer, and you guys can fuck off with that. I'm not worrying about that anymore.
Jesus.
What are the chances of that, though?
It's wild. And again, I never, even in the shop, like doing my own stuff, I never trust anybody else's diet. Even from you, I want to verify for myself so that I know what I'm seeing. You can tell me whatever your professional opinion is, and you know what? You're always right. But I still want to verify it for myself. I don't think that that's mean to do. I want to know for myself.
That's fine. I get it.
Yeah.
But you know what? People aren't always right, because I can relate to this in the sense of, oh, why did they do this warranty? Because guess what? It's not warranty. And the
That's
tech will be
not
like,
warranty.
oh, well, so-and-so service writer said it was warranty.
No,
Oh, did they?
Are they the
Oh, are
warranty
they doing my
professional?
job? I don't fucking think so.
You're in trouble, Jake.
Don't look at me.
Wasn't you?
I'm smarter than that.
Don't you guys have a parts coverage tool?
Huh?
Don't you guys have a parts coverage tool?
Parts coverage.
Okay,
tool.
can run
so
coverage on the part.
Oh,
Maz-
yes.
So Mazda does have a really good tool. Volkswagen has all kinds of fucking warranties and extensions, and one model year doesn't have the same warranties as another, and it's the job aid that they use is 3 full pages of each model years, and it's all the different warranties. It's a huge fucking chart.
Oh my god!
And there's no like thing where you can like type in the part number and the mileage and all of that.
Covered.
That's what we
Covered,
have.
yeah.
You type in a basic part number, the mileage, the
state.
the state, the date of the repair order, and was the malfunction like.
I'm sorry, that doesn't sound like German engineering to me, because their
God, I love America.
their whole
America.
Fuck yeah.
thing, the way they do everything is like that. The way that the repairs have to be done, the way that the warranty process is, it's 15 fucking steps, and if you don't follow one step properly, you're fucked and it's not covered, and fuck you. That's a lot of fucks there, but
You beat us in the Second World War. Now you get to deal with our shitty cars.
That was good.
Well, man. Well, hey, and then we were on the way over here, and some dude's driving in a brand spanking new R8. And
I want one so bad.
and she's like, that's like the one Volkswagen product that she'd be all into.
I kind of want.
They're fucking sick.
Yeah, I want an Audi. Just some version.
You
have
me a
an-
Lamborghini.
You have an
too.
innie?
I do.
That's in the Vastry.
Yeah. I was gonna say he had it
was like-
had it lowered, all blacked out, gold rims.
Lowered. It's already kissing the ground.
No, I think it's standard that low now.
No, that was scraping the ground. That was even farther.
And then it almost got in
Kevin
an
has to pee.
accident.
Kevin has to pee. One more time. One more time.
One more for just to get Mike going.
Yeah, I was gonna say the water's running down Mike's leg as we speak.
Yeah, but,
Water.
Oh no! Can you see that?
What? Wait.
but yeah, let's go take a break.
If we
let's do this.
have to.
Yeah, why not?
Yes, we have to thank our sponsors. Thanks, guys. Travis and
Nick, you forgot to give me
Raymundo.
my wire stripper. Damn it!
I'll be your wire stripper.
Oh boy.
Giggity.
I know this song.
Do you like the podcast that you're listening to at the current moment? Well, let me tell you something. You can record your own podcast for free. Yeah, with the Anchor app, you can record your podcast for free. And there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
Oh man, that's crazy. Kevin, do you like music?
Fuck yeah.
Well, dude, now you can add any song from Spotify directly to your episodes. The possibilities are absolutely endless for what you can create, whether it's music analysis, your own radio show, or something the world's never heard before, like ours.
That's absolutely right, Jake. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more platforms. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership, and it is so easy.
That's right. It has everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. It's super streamlined. So go and download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Mike, what are you eating? That looks amazing.
Oh, this? It's just a delicious El Snor burrito from El Ranchito Taco Shop.
Is that nacho cheese sauce and hot Cheetos?
Nacho cheese, hot Cheetos, and their mouth-watering carne asada. And I'm dipping it in their creamy guac.
Creamy guac. Yum.
Giggity.
I guess this is a great time to remind everyone that if they're ever in the Inland Empire area, visit Ray at El Ranchito Taco Shop.
Yeah, totally. Check them out on facebook.com/Ranchito Elsinore.
Or on their Instagram at Ranchito Elsinore.
Now I want me some Elsinore burrito and some of that creamy guac.
Giggity.
I can always give you some of my creamy guac, Jake. Just ask.
El Ranchito Taco Shop, Lake Elsinore.
More than just great Mexican food.
And We are back.
That was on camera.
Oh, it was. I'm sorry.
You weren't facing the camera.
That's all right. Thank you to our sponsors for helping us keep the lights on. We really appreciate you guys.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shout out to all of them. Nick, Travis.
Raymond.
Ray. Don't forget about Tyler and Jean-Luc.
Yeah, those two.
Oh, what's up,
Yes.
Jean-Luc?
We can't thank you guys enough. Really, seriously, thank you.
Yes.
Where does he live? Because wasn't there like super bad problems in Vancouver? And we talked about that last podcast, I think. Flooding and whatnot.
Yes.
I don't know. I'll have to ask him.
Well, before we dive any further, I'm parched.
Oh, my goodness. My second favorite part of the podcast.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Am I your first?
The first favorite part is talking to you guys.
No.
Hashtag sell the bell, Kevin.
I almost,
Are you okay?
I don't think so.
What's happening over here, Allie? Did you almost choke?
Never had that problem before.
I was going to ask that. I don't think
How dare you?
I
It's a
remember my
compliment.
first
Is
beverage.
it?
I think this is self burn.
Yeah.
That's rare. Ooh, rare self burn.
Well, I had fun with Mikey
Speaking of
this morning.
polls.
Yes.
So,
Mike let me
I noticed that Mike's placing this can just perfectly
strategically
sponsor view. Dude, I saw you were like placing that.
Product placement.
rotate it.
I'm sure just fidgeting. I can see the feed in the camera. It's not anywhere close.
Oh, okay.
Mikey let me play with his poles this morning.
Yeah, I did. I specifically called him. And what did I say to you when I called you, Eric?
Can you meet me out front, where sales is?
I believe I said something like, I need your help.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Close enough.
Yeah.
So anyway, we had a crazy windstorm come through our tiny little town. And,
It's not that tiny.
well, whatever, our
That's
town.
what he
enough.
said.
And we have light poles in front of the dealership that illuminate the dealership, right? And we had new LED fixtures put on the heads of the light poles
And banners.
and banners.
Okay.
And the LED fixtures are way heavier than the old fixtures. And the banners are giant sails.
Yeah, they're
And
parachutes.
So also, mind you, our dealership is almost literally the oldest dealership on the auto mall, in the auto mall area.
We're right there with you.
I was going to say, we're close with you.
It was X and X dealership
Yeah.
back in the day, and we have pictures from it in like the early 70s.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure those poles were there in the picture. So anyway, these poles are literally 30 something years old, and they just happen to be on the grass. They're getting hit by sprinklers, even though they're elevated, blah, blah. And
And they're in like big cement, like
oh yeah, the pylons, were
Pylons, thank
okay.
you.
The pylons were okay.
The big snakes.
So the windstorm came by and blew over
Python.
3 of our poles, and 2 of the poles hit 2 new cars.
Like you do.
Yeah, like you do.
Thank you,
Like you
Kevin.
do.
Thankfully, the last pole that fell over just narrowly missed a Super Duty
Brand
that
new.
is apparently
Oh my
$100,000 truck or whatever.
Aftermarket adjustment.
Yes.
No, no,
It
no,
also
no,
had
no,
a
no.
lift kit and wheels. and
Gotcha.
I don't work in sales. Please refer to one of the previous episodes.
Willie. Big Willie.
So it was
Willy.
numerous people sent me pictures of it. I was made aware that we had made the news because there was a helicopter that was flying overhead.
seriously?
Yeah, and like
I sent it to him, too.
took
Maybe we
videos
do
of-
live in a small town.
Okay, so I come into work on Monday morning, and the service manager comes to me and says, "Oh, so I need you to help me with these poles." I'm like, "Okay,
Phrasing?
Yes.
Correct.
I have a ton of stuff to do. You're already yelling at me about my hours, blah blah. Fine, I'll find some time to take care of it." So she had already somebody, it happened on the weekend. So somebody had already called the our electrician to come out and apparently, quote unquote, cut the powers of the poles. So I get out there and I start with taking the poles off of the vehicles and taking the fixtures off the lights and the banners off and that kind of stuff. And so I bring my Ranger in onto the service lot and I pull it up onto the grass and onto the sidewalk and I get my winch out and I start, because I got to winch this pole off of this car so that I can get it far enough away. So I get everything hooked up and I start pulling on the winch, and all of a sudden from the bottom of the pole.
Serious?
I'm like, okay, stop. I disconnect all my
Somebody
stuff real quick.
lied.
I'm like,
Seriously?
okay. So I'm trying to call the electrician. I'm like, hey, you said you cut the power of these poles. What did you do? Oh, no, we got all the power of the poles. That's the service manager. So, like, the power of the poles, oh, yeah, no. I just talked to the electrician. It's not done. So I know where the circuit breakers are. So I called Kevin to come down with his little sniffer. And Kevin and I figured out how to actually...
Sniffer for electricity?
Yeah.
Is that what that is for?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, it's literally like a little thing that you put on next to the wires, and it picks up the inductive circuit that occurs when electricity is flowing through something. So I shut off all the breakers for the poles that we needed, and we were able to go through and make all the poles safe. Kevin helped me cut down and remove the rest of the poles.
Oh yeah, but not before. So Mike.
Oh no.
The plot.
So we think we have the
what that
breakers
was?
off just
Okay.
by I'm sitting there with my iPhone, with my FaceTime
It's
going.
our best educated
Yeah, I'm
guess.
sitting with FaceTime going, all right, hit that breaker. All right, that did these. Leave that on. Hit that one. That didn't do anything. Okay, leave that off.
It's
Hit
probably
this
that one.
Yeah, it's probably that one, Yeah. And so finally we get to the point where it's like, okay, like it's time to get this pole off the pylon. And there's this whole mess of fucking wire, and they're real thick gauge, so they look real scary. And
It
there's
looks very intimidating.
There's like 8 wire nuts, so there's like, I don't know, in one of the poles we had to take out, there's like 20 something wires going into this thing.
It had like a receptacle in it as well.
And that's the one that arced. So
Yeah, that was the one that was
Nice.
I kept telling everybody, like, I don't know if this pole's electrified right now, so please stand back.
Don't touch it.
yeah. So he's looking at, we're both kind of looking at each other because it's time to pull the wires out of the pole to get it off the thing. And we're kind of looking at each other, and Mike's like, you could tell he called me here because he's too scared to do it himself. And so he kind of looks at me. He's like, all right, so what are you going to do? Like, how are you going to get this done? I was like, me? Fuck you, dude. Like,
I don't work here.
Mister, I work with generators and stuff all the time.
I'm not
Please,
here.
dude.
I'm not here officially. I'm not on the clock. Like, if anything happens, like, you get electrocuted on the clock.
I
I'm not
said
getting
I'll get you
electrocuted
a
for free.
stick. I told you I'd get you a piece of wood.
So I'm like, hey, Mike, go over there and just start pulling on these wires. Like pull them out in bunches or whatever. I'll be here to kick you. And
Fuck that.
you can just see
Oh my God.
there's like a minute of silence where we're both staring at this shit. It's dead silent. And I'm like, all right, fuck it, get out of my way.
It was classic. It was great.
You sacrificed yourself for a place you don't work
nothing,
for.
For nothing.
Whatever. I bought you beer and Wendy's.
You sure did.
What'd you get
Taste
from
some
Wendy's?
spicy nuggets.
I got some spicy nuggets.
All right.
Of course you.
And the sandwich.
What else do you get?
Oh, and a sandwich and some fries and a drink.
Okay, did you get a Frosty?
I got the $5 meal.
Listen,
Okay.
Nice.
Wendy's doesn't sponsor us. Let's
Thanks,
not talk
Dave.
about the delicious Frosties or anything like that anymore.
Or those spectacular new fries they have.
So are they good?
Holy
Are they like
shit.
they used to be?
Holy shit.
Oh, sweet. They changed the fry
All
recipe.
right, gotta dip that in the Frosty
Yes,
that we're not
fries
sponsored
in
for.
France.
What?
You've never dipped your fries in a Frosty, dude?
No, I did. It
It's
just
also-
sounded-
I dumped
Enlighten
the fries
yourself,
in the
but-
Frosty.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
I wanted to stick in me.
Wow.
That
happened.
on the whole thing of like you guys with the whole electricity, and this is off topic, but
Surprise.
well, still electricity, but not at the dealership.
About you.
So my dad taught me a very important lesson about electricity, where he
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I know this story.
before this happened, he was I'll just turn off this breaker that's labeled for this part of the house, even though the house is made in X year. Who knows how it was done, if it was done to code, if what's hooked up to what.
Somebody had their brother-in-law come by and rewire something for them.
Right, exactly. So,
If you can't run the dishwasher and the microwave at the same time, you have problems.
Right. So, he turns off the breaker that's for kitchen, and he needs to undo the hood over the stove. So, he takes it off, starts untwisting stuff, and he arcs himself. and he shoots himself across the kitchen. Thankfully, it didn't grab him, but shoots himself across the kitchen, knocks his head on the back of the dishwasher, so that's bent to shit, and he's white in the lips. Do you know
Charging for the dishwasher?
White lips, blue hands, blue feet, and from that day, you just hit the main switch.
Yeah,
Shut everything off.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish I could have done that. There was no main for this one.
Yeah.
And also it has
too
like
big of
other
a-
important things like office receptacles.
Right.
And things. So, like, can't shut down the sales floor for half an hour while Kevin and I dick around with some
Right.
broken down poles.
We had the same thing though.
Yeah, a couple years
It wasn't
ago.
this year. It was a few years ago. Same thing. Old dealership. The sprinklers hit the bottom of the pole, so it is just absolutely corroded to shit.
Plus
Poles
wind.
are 30,
wind.
40 years old.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
Right.
And you could
yeah,
just
hanging all
see
the stuff on them.
Right.
where it corroded and just snapped off.
And you can stick a
from the
screwdriver
metal.
all the way through the pole.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah. But same thing. Landed on top of a brand new Mazda 3, pierced 3 giant holes straight through the hood, split it right down the center.
We just took it to detail though, and it buffed right out. It was no big deal.
Was that warranty?
Yes.
That was not warranty.
Those are words.
So speaking of that's not warranty,
Oh, good job.
we had
I'm intrigued.
we had a very interesting vehicle come in. It was actually something that Rudy was working on.
Rudy.
Rudy.
I helped him with this one. That was a
Oh, did
Raptor,
you?
wasn't it?
So there's a Raptor that gets brought in, and it's like a rattling or knocking noise or whatever while driving.
It is a Raptor.
More like that.
So
Really thought you were gonna make a dinosaur noise, and I got like, really excited, but you didn't. So whatever.
You guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
Jake.
I'm pretty sure you just offended some people.
Oh, no. It wasn't meant to sound like that. I'm sorry. Going back to your dinosaur.
You're never gonna finish the story.
no, it's increasingly more difficult. It's a good one, right? That's a good one. So it turns out that the front. Are you all right, Eric?
No, I'm still laughing at the sound.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Keep going.
So it turns out that the front differential housing is broken. And the way that this happened was that the customer, who is a younger person, was driving their vehicle in 4-wheel drive
On the freeway.
on the
Nice.
freeway, on the city roads, through the canyons, everywhere, because,
Nice.
you know, if 2 is good, 4 is better, right?
More.
Yeah, so
That's how that works, right?
Yeah.
so they bring it in, and this knocking noise. So we find out that the case is broken. And before that happens, we realize that when the customer brought it in, it was in 4x4. You drove it. You drove it here like this in 4x4. What do you mean? So lo and behold, that's not warranty.
Yeah, go figure.
So we tell the technician tells the service advisor, hey, this is broken, and it's because the customer is driving in 4x4. I mean, it clearly says in the workshop manual, do not operate 4x4 on dry, hard pavement. So the father, the kid argues with the father argues with the service advisor. My son never drives in 4-wheel. Well, sir, we have a picture of it in the service drive with it in 4-wheel drive.
Yep.
Your son drove it in like this. Oh, yeah, okay, I guess he does that okay, oh, fine. Well, what's it going to cost? So give him the estimate to fix it, customer pay, and I guess that's what
And
it
then
means.
you never saw him again.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It did some damage. It wasn't just a broken case. The front axle
drive shaft was broken. The sway bar
Was cut into
from when the pinion angle flexed down because he
Nice.
was in 4-wheel drive
shit.
and rubbed a hole through the front sway bar. I mean, it was significant damage. Yeah, that's a very expensive learning experience.
Was that expensive piece?
That was a very expensive piece.
It was.
You know, and as a service advisor, and I'll ask you guys as techs, when you're driving down the road, do you ever see like a specific model and you're just driving there and what pops through your head.
Oh
It's
my
like,
gosh.
oh, that's a moneymaker.
Yeah, yeah.
Every single
All
car
the time. I see the older
Every single
F-150s or Expeditions. I'm like,
I know it goes wrong on that. I know it goes wrong on that.
I know that
it
one's
goes wrong
leaking
on that.
coolant. If I crawl under it right now,
Literally every time we pass a certain model year
CX-7.
of vehicle, Jake goes, money, 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 money.
well, water pump.
CX-7,
Yeah.
CX-9, yeah, all the water pumps.
All the time.
It's like
Do you like milkshake? Because I do too.
it's like my friends say, "Oh, I'm thinking about buying this 2014 Jetta or whatever," and you're like, "Oh, what kind?"
I love when people ask me like, "Oh, what do you think of this car?" Like, I'm thinking about buying this car, and want to tell them like, "Oh, it's a great car, but that's why I have this toolbox over here."
That's the reason why.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
My car made me a lot of money. I love that car.
I'm
you know?
employed because of that car.
Well, it's like
See my car? I paid for it with
Yeah.
that one.
I try to tell my parents, don't buy my brother X and X car because it's a terrible car. Oh, well, the salesman said it's gonna.
Flying
Yeah.
No,
front sales.
I'm the person that works on that specific car.
Yep.
Please don't buy. Oh no, the salesman said it's fine. It's got X and X warrant. All right,
Okay.
all right, fine. Mm-hmm. And guess where
Month
he's
later.
at now?
You know, and speaking about 4x4, because you drive a Lexus, and I'm guessing you know a fair amount about Lexuses.
Lexize.
Lexi.
I was about to say.
No, it's in the song. It's Lexus's.
Well,
Excuse me.
So one of my techs has a
Girls are on their breasts. Ranger and Lexuses.
my
that'll be our closing song.
We don't have rights to that. We don't have rights to that.
We're just going to play 10 seconds.
yeah, exactly. One of my techs has a GX. It's like the big SUV, real boxy.
There's an LX, and yeah, there is a GX. Yeah,
I think it's
460.
yeah,
I think
460 or 570.
possibly, but either way, it's
I don't know.
a
Brian Schuster, hit me up and let me know what your Lexus is.
it's a Land Cruiser.
Oh, that's the LX.
Okay, so it's basically a Land Cruiser. So LX,
It's a very expensive Lexus.
yeah, he had it up in the air. Number one, the way that you access the oil filter and everything with like the pop down, everything
the
metal under
shields.
there. Yeah, the shields. So that was kind of cool. And then the way that they had the transfer case set up on those things, they're built really intense
They're
underneath.
solid.
They really are.
They're fucking solid.
Yeah, and it's just I was just curious. That's routed weird. The two cats, the way that they cross over, one's on the front left, one's on the front right. They cross back to an X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I saw one of those newer ones jacked up, and I was like, well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I rock it.
He's undoing it with his impact wrench. I'm like, wait a minute, it's all metal skid plates and shit like that. I'm like, I'm used to plastic and felt.
No hard metal, like The suspension goes up and down, and the articulation, and it's crazy.
That was pretty sweet ride.
Brian loves his Lexus SUV. I mean, I like to poke fun at him like it's a soccer mom vehicle because it is.
Yeah.
However, he's got some nice stuff on it, and
It's
from
perfectly
what I've
capable.
seen in the pictures, even with the air ride suspension or whatever it has, it seems perfectly capable.
Yeah.
I mean, me with my almost bone stock Ranger.
You're so proud of your bone stock Ranger.
Still to this day, that truck tore through the desert just fine.
I love that truck.
Let's take my truck through the desert. I haven't
We're
gotten it
going
dirty
to.
yet. When
We
are we
need to
doing
do
this?
that again.
Oh, let's go.
I want to get a little mud on my tires.
We're gonna take Eric. We're gonna take Eric and Sean camping with all of us.
Yep.
And it's gonna be.
I know
great
you just lost Eric at camping.
Yeah, I corrected him to glamping.
Well, Eric, you want to sleep in the Ranger with me?
Yes, absolutely.
He's like, never mind.
So
I'm good to
Eric's
go.
going camping.
When am I going?
In a van down by the river.
No, it'll be a great trip. You're gonna have a lot of fun, and we're gonna put that kind of impressive F-150 through his paces.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We got
Paid good money for it. Better be fucking.
Hey,
impressive.
we got enough tow ropes and tools to put it back together.
And other things.
Yeah.
Well, I
Fun
mean, we
stuff.
took the rented Jeep through the desert.
Oh yeah, the Mojave trip. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
was
great.
kick ass.
Oh yeah.
That was a lot of fun. First time being off road for a stock Jeep was pretty good.
I want a Jeep real bad. Real bad. I want a Jeep real bad.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, I want a Jeep.
She wants a Jeep.
It's almost Christmas.
Oh yeah, let me just hop on your Rubicon real quick.
Come on, Daddy Jake.
Daddy Jake.
I'm gonna come.
Yes.
Wow.
Good one.
I already
Kevin. Ring
did.
that bell.
That's what she said.
What?
Can I hire you full time to do this?
We'll pay you.
What's your day rate going for now?
What is high score me?
We can't afford him.
Oh, man.
All of the listeners that don't like the soundboard
We're driving
were
them
gone
nuts. That's all right.
half an hour ago.
We're really just
Bye.
Bye.
I'm sorry, Huey. It's not me on the board right now.
Say hi to Dewey and Louie for me.
we're really trying to go the extra mile. For
Oh, yes. I was just going to say Kevin really is. And we'll go on that because I've got a fun little extra mile story. So when I have a customer, number one, if they're respectful, they come in with an issue, but they're not pissy. They're not mean.
calling you every hour.
Exactly. Calling every hour. They bring it in. They don't immediately go, this is covered under warranty. F you, F this. The car sucks. It's just, unfortunately, your car decided to have an issue. It happens. It's mechanical. Cars break down. Everything breaks down. Mm-hmm. So that's the first start as a service advisor. It's like, if you're going to be respectful to me, I will go that extra mile to try and make sure you're comfortable. If there's a discount I can do for you. If there's multiple jobs, but it's all in the same area. Maybe my tech's in a good mood. He'll shave off an hour if he's like, it's a 13-hour job. He's like,
it doesn't take me that long. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, you know what, man, this only took me like 7.5 hours. Let's just make it 10. The dude was nice, whatever the case. So had a really nice guy Wednesday that brought in the car and came in, sat in the car, and it's running like shit. I can immediately feel the misfire. But no check engine light, which was weird. So right up the car, hop out. He goes, you can feel the idle's shit, right? I'm like, yeah, I can, man. I'm like, it's got a misfire. There's something going on, definitely. And I'm like, is there been a check engine light? Did you take it somewhere? Did they clear something? And he's like, no, it just went off the other day. I'm like, okay. So I told him, like, real. Well,
man,
what?
Nothing is fucked here.
Nothing is fucked.
I'm just imagining the bulb burnt out or something.
he put a black piece of electrical tape.
You put the gaff tape over it.
The picture of the patron saint of whatever is
God covering it up. His kid.
So
Guadalupe? That feels like one, yeah.
I tell him, I'm like, realistically, if I had...
He's our used car tech.
Guadalupe.
Loopy loops.
Loopy loops.
Mm-hmm. He listens sometimes.
What's up?
I told him, if I had to guess, I'm going with injectors. Just a wild guess, but I'm going with injectors. So he's like, no biggie, I get it. He's like, I know I'm over 60, and I told him injectors with the Mazdas, they're covered under the powertrain. You're out. This, that, and the other thing, besides being out for almost a year. So I'm like, you're kind of SOL on that, but I'll help you the best I can. He's like, no problem. Keep the car as long as you can. Get it diagnosed. Sure enough. Injectors, some O-rings, blah, 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 whatever the case, decarb, normal stuff. So I call him and I'm like, hey, end of the day, it's going to be like $3,700. And this is after a little bit of a discount. It's not just, the decarb and the injectors. He also needed a throttle body cleaning, serpentine belt tensioner, brakes, etc.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So tell him everything. He's like, it's got to be done. And I'm like, okay, you're my favorite customer. So, do it all. Perfect. So, Kevin, we missed you.
How can you do that?
We missed you.
It's magic.
So I tell him, no problem. I'll get it done for you. I have to call one of our local dealers because, of course, we only had 3 injectors for a 4-cylinder car, which made no sense to me. Yeah.
Please let me introduce you to our parts department, which if you need 6 pieces of hardware, they only have 5, but you order 6 all the time, but they only have 5.
Right.
Okay. So
same thing. So we go to one of our locals up in the valley. The other Mazda and Ford, the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The one I'm talking about.
We know.
Yes. So got the injector from there, got it all done, gave the guy some discounts. My tech, once again, he's like, shave off like 3 or 4 hours, man. He's like, I'm good. It's like, I can do this with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
Call the guy and I'm like, hey, car's all done. Well, actually, beforehand, I told him, hey, if this goes over, if that dealership can't get me the injector in time, come get a loaner. Like, please, man, I want you to have a car. Even though he told me he's got 2 others. I'm like, come get a Mazda. Let your wife drive the new CX-5.
Don't tell Alex.
Why? He was the one who suggested it.
Oh, okay.
Me and him talked about this. But either way, I'm like, come drive the new CX-5, man. 2021, fully loaded. Give it a try. Maybe your wife will like it. So, that was the first thing. And So I told him, I'm like, hey, come in. I don't know if my tech will have it done at the end of the day. So first he's like, man, that's really nice of you, man, this, that, and the other thing. And he's like, I should be there around 4:30. Before he shows up, my tech walks in 30, 40 minutes later. He's like, hey, man, I'm done. Like, oh,
perfect.
That's perfect.
Yes.
So I get busy and I forget to call the guy.
Ugh.
Oh.
It actually worked out perfect. So forget to call the guy, super busy. I was just, my brain went, oh, he's going to be here for the loaner anyways. Shows up and he goes, hey, what's up, Jake? I'm like, hey, what's up, man? He's like, I'm here to pick up the loaner. And I'm like, about that. I'm like, your car's actually done. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, car's done. He's like, no way, that's fantastic. He's like, now I get it before the holiday. I'm like, yeah, there you go, man. So it's all good. And he goes, but now I got to go drive home and I got to then pick up my wife and drive her back here. And then we both got to go back because my kids got my other car. And I'm like, I'll deliver the car to you.
Oh, that's what.
Nice.
Right. So he goes,
very cool.
And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, 100%. He's like, I'm going to go ahead, take off. I'll leave in about 15, 20 minutes and I'll deliver the car to you. And so he leaves, go meet him at the house. Wife and husband, or, him and his wife come out and they're like, thank you so much. This was a great experience. And it's like, that's the thing, the extra mile. It's like, I'm really here to help, but don't be a douche.
Right. Yeah.
And plus, you just dropped $3,500 goddamn dollars. I can deliver your car.
Deliver your fucking car.
Imagine, to bring it back to the beginning of the episode, if that same customer told you, I've already had 3 cars bought back.
Yeah, you're not going to do shit for them.
The process. You're not getting that service. I'm sorry. No matter how much
Guess
you
what?
ask
Your
for.
car's not going to be ready for another 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. There's a back order. The chip shortage, but it's a belt. Oh, there's a chip inside of the belt.
I'm sorry.
I try to treat every customer the same, but when you start off like that,
You get what you give. You really
Sorry.
do.
The golden rule.
Indeed. Treat others how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
That is true.
So
True. It's true. It's true.
Woo, so, extra mile. It's worth it.
Indeed.
It's also nice to see a customer smile like that where you feel that they actually really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, it makes
Even
it
after
worth
dropping
it.
$3,500.
that's what makes me
Did they
want
have
to
a
help
nice house?
somebody is when they appreciate it. It's like if you don't appreciate what we're doing for you, we're going the extra mile to do pickup and delivery at no charge. I'm assuming through your dealership.
AM, PM, hit me up.
Get that sponsorship money.
Yeah.
You should have
We
put
need a
one
new
of
video
our
camera,
customer
video capture
state
device.
sticker on the back of his car.
Yeah, no. Probably not.
Or stuck a few in his cup holder, so he could spread the word.
He's like, where'd this come from?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wasn't Jake the one who helped me?
But my wife's name is Debbie.
I don't necessarily know that I want our customers listening to this. I mean, I love everything that we do here, but I don't know that it's necessarily something that the customers should listen to.
Even though we get mad, the customer is the only reason we're here.
I know
Indeed.
at least
we love the customers.
I know at least one customer listens to this. Shout out to Candace. What's
yeah.
going on,
Hi,
Candace?
Candace.
You know
Hi, Candace.
Candace. You guys know Candace.
Yeah.
Don't end up killing yourself at the hospital. You work too hard.
Yeah. Serious.
Death by work.
She's not going to. She's
You need to be around.
a hard worker.
Yeah. Hey, we're all hard workers, but every once in a while we got to take a break. And I mean, we're almost getting to that point in the show.
Yeah, we are.
We're just going to have to say goodbye until next week.
No. We still got some
I
time.
was gonna say, do we have any mail
you
we
were
have to go
like,
through this week?
Oh,
we
do
do not
we?
have any listener mail.
because everybody's getting ready for the holidays. They had the holidays.
Yeah, it's been a slow week. I mean, we had Thursday off of work. You guys were off today,
Yep.
right? So I mean, it's been a slow week. We don't have that much time to fill. But I guess this is a great time to ask for more listener mail.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes,
we
please.
love hearing you guys. Hey, Ron, you are fantastic.
Send us another voice memo.
Please send us anything that you can. I'm gonna, again, like I said, I'm
Read
gonna
the
get with you.
newspaper. It's fine.
Oh yeah, just pick your favorite news story and just read it.
Just read through the obituaries. It's fine.
Can you get car and driver and read it to me, please?
Or call with more things you think Allie wouldn't know and explain it to her like Bird Dog.
No, he
bet you there's
said
a lot of
no.
stuff.
He said I was right. He validated me.
He still explained
And
it, though.
That's fine.
I
but I'm
like
just saying-
explanations of everything. Neil deGrasse Tyson can
Explain.
talk to me about anything and I'll listen to it.
Dude, remember that time we took the video? We took
Oh my
What are you talking about?
okay, so
They're having a bromant.
no, the way that
We've
Neil
been living
deGrasse
together for a long time.
Tyson talks in what's that show?
Cosmos.
Cosmos. Yeah.
So he's in the Cosmos, but the way he talks, he's very
He's very animated. with everything.
and it kind of looks like a hip hop video, like some rap video from the 90s.
God.
I think we sent that to some people.
Yeah, so it was motherfucker, Snoop, motherfucker. What the fuck is?
I don't know.
It
sounds like a rap
It's some
song.
diss track with fucking Eazy-E.
Okay.
And I just had that playing in the background, and I had the TV on mute, and like, I swear to God, Neil deGrasse Tyson, it was just like perfect. Like he literally would like do the like hand jive thing and like pointing at shit. And,
it was great, and I mean he's a pretty down G.
Yeah, he's a real motherfucking G. That's a song, real motherfucking G's.
Don't ever say that.
Is that
again,
a song?
please.
I think so.
There you go. Well, that could be our outro music. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have the rights to that.
We don't have the rights to that. Key and Peele also does a really funny Neil deGrasse Tyson skit.
Oh my God, that skit is great.
You bitch.
I can't even. Oh my God. No.
My favorite one is the with my prayers. That's my favorite one.
Oh,
Snap
God.
that motherfucker's dicks out.
With my prayers.
With my prayers.
What the fuck?
I'll snap
I'm going to show that to you after the show, I promise.
Devil's dick off with a divine kegel.
Oh my God.
You'll love it. It's so
It's
good.
broadcast on a major network called Comedy Central. It's a show Key and Peele, just for anybody that's curious.
Oh my God, that was fantastic.
Yeah, that's a really good show.
So, well, before we end this, do we all want to say what we're thankful for?
Aww.
I'm thankful for Kevin being here to operate the soundboard.
I'm thankful for all you guys. I love all of you.
What are you
The feeling
thankful
is
for,
I second
Eric?
that motion, Jake.
Same exact thing. My
I'm
life has
thankful.
changed.
That you still have a job.
I'm thankful for hot dogs and for the listeners. We're
Yes.
very thankful for you
The
guys.
listeners, the watchers.
Especially the ones that purchase the hashtag sell the bell and
our
stickers.
Yes. We do this for you guys.
We do.
We do.
Really. So thank you very much.
You're the fuel for the fire.
And listeners, did we ever get who wants what part of the dealership in the poll next for a special guest? Was it parts?
Okay, so yes, by an overwhelming amount, it's parts. However, I don't know that I can actually get somebody from my parts department to come on.
I can. Can
So
we
you
please get Jeremy
nothing.
on the podcast?
Jeremy could do it.
I'm going to do a little bit of finagling and maybe entice some people with,
Noodling.
Phrasing.
treats and drinks or whatever. But
Hot sauce.
no, definitely not.
You still
You know
need to
those
do hot
boys love
sauce.
their hot sauce. What? No.
You still need to
Yes,
do the hot
you have
sauce.
to at least do a toothpick of hot sauce because you're not officially a member until you do it.
Anyway,
Toothpick is not
Yes.
big enough.
yes, the parts person was the one that won the poll challenge by an overwhelming number. So we're gonna send out a
We need
poll
someone who could handle that heat.
for questions, and we're gonna find somebody to bring into the studio. And
Insert air quotes here.
we're gonna find somebody to bring into the studio. Air
It's a
quotes,
living room.
and it's a great living room.
It is. I love this
Super
couch.
comfy.
Yeah, and we'll find somebody. We'll bring them in, and we'll ask
What
them
in
the questions.
God's holy name are you blathering about?
Yeah, it's been one
I
of
missed
those
you,
nights.
Kevin.
We all missed you, bud.
But until then, please keep sending us your listener mails, your voice memos, all of your crazy pictures and stories.
Yeah.
We love everything. We have this one fan that keeps sending us snapshots of repair orders with crazy customer states things on them.
Yep.
We love that. That's what this is about. Keep doing that.
You guys
It
silly? I'm
fuels
still
the
gonna send
fire.
it.
I can't say that enough.
And if you are a non-car person or a car adjacent person that
Ask
has
a question.
questions, ask
Everything
us a
you're doing is
question.
bad. I want you to know this.
Oh, okay.
What?
Everything we're doing is bad.
No, if you're not a car person, you're listening to this.
Oh, you're
you need
doing
to
it
become a car
wrong.
person. You're
I
doing
see.
it wrong. Everything you're doing.
Everyone's a car person. Do you
At one
drive
point.
somewhere? You're a car person.
All right, Mike, spit it.
Where can our listeners reach us?
Okay.
Oh God!
Yes, as the music
Allie's
comes in
weight
slowly in the
music,
background.
her hold music.
Okay, so I want to thank the old people. Dale Follett at twistedbills.com. He designs all of our stuff. Norman Glazier at Stovacore _metalworks.
Metal.
You can catch us on Instagram and Twitter at customer_states. We're very active now in Instagram, so please contact us there. You can catch us on Facebook at facebook.com/customer states podcast. And of course, you can email us, which just also happens to be our PayPal, which is.
I know it.
Let's hear it.
It's customer states podcast at gmail.com.
Bing, 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 bing. That is correct.
I may or may not had to call Mike and ask him what it was today.
We are
that's
on
neither here nor there.
All streaming platforms. We also have. I talked last week about stocking stuffers.
Yep.
We've had the orders come in for the stocking stuffers. It's a really good
Phrasing.
deal, you guys.
Let us stuff your stockings.
Yes, please. We got the hashtag sell about
Do
for
not
sale.
isolate that.
Get stickers, business cards for free.
Soundbite.
Email us. It's easy. Contact us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Just reach out to us. We love that.
Reach.
Bull
grab. Maybe.
Reach.
And
What?
I really thought you were going to do it.
Oh.
Oh, you know what? And before we completely end this and say goodbye to everybody, Kevin, why didn't you ever tell me your house was haunted? Your upstairs lights went absolutely batshit crazy, just all on their own. It was a disco up there.
I've got LED lamps and one of them's going bad, so the circuit just goes apeshit.
Oh, okay. Because the ghosts were having a disco.
It's called ghost loading.
the house.
Phrasing. Ghost loads.
No, that
Like,
technically
in my
not be
industry,
anyone?
ghost loads are a real thing. You have
Oh,
to put
shit.
incandescent lamps on LED circuits if you're going to be doing strobe effect on them.
Oh.
Otherwise, the circuit can't handle it because it's too quick. Yeah, so you need a ghost load.
Banana, more you know.
The more you know.
Well, I think that's it, boys and girls.
It is. This is. Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Mike Sarah from Customer States. Matco Tools is one of the best tool companies in the industry, and Nick Lowridge is one of the best Matco tool distributors. Nick can get me anything I need for the shop or for at home. From oil drain pans to beef jerky, Nick's got what I need on tap. Nick works in the Thousand Oaks, California area, and you too can get whatever you need by calling him at 805-796-7323. And if you're not in that area, call him anyway and tell him you heard about him from the Customer States podcast. And then you can hop on to matcotools.com and find a Matco Tools distributor near you. Matco Tools. Service, trust, results.